Visit tcgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Send us your bulk in exchange for Evolution Booster Box. Visit TCG Castle or check video description to learn more. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we'll be looking at Whiscash Huntail deck for the standard format. It's a clearly budget deck that can be built for a couple bucks, and it's actually not that bad. There are so many good decks that can be built for less than 30 bucks, I guess. This is not the best of these decks that can actually be built, but I actually like it a lot, because Huntail with 100 HP stage 1 can strike with a powerful storm for 20 times the number of energy attached to all of your Pokemons in play. Of course, this card can also be played with the Evolutions, Flareon and Jolteon for extra damage. For the weakness, of course, but in this deck I didn't want to do that because I actually decided to add 2 copies of Whiscash just because it had that growth ability who can add more energies to my Whiscash, and then I can have 40, even 60 if I attach double course energies to it, even 80 if I attach 2 double course energies to it from my hand in one turn, which is amazing. So with 13 Pokemon and 33 trainer cards, I have 14 energies remaining for as many damage as I can have. So the main focus, of course, is going to be to attack with the Huntail Powerful Storm and to keep your Whiscashes on your bench with a lot of energies. To help prevent losing so much damage counters, I'm also running 2 copies of XP Share just because after my opponent knocked out one of my Huntails, I can at least have that XP Share on one of my benched Pokemons, and I can just absorb 1 energy and keep 20 damage in play. Of course, Giovanni's scheme can also add 20 extra damage, so in theory, turn 2 I can strike for even 200. With 4 Max Elixirs, in theory, that can happen. So 4-3 line of the Clamperl and Huntail, 2-2 line of the Whiscash, and 1 line of the Octillery for that Abyssal Hand. In addition to that, 4 copies of Dive Ball, so I can search my deck for Water Pokemon, 1 Level Ball for any 90 HP or less, and then running 4 copies of Max Elixir, so I can have pretty much those energy accelerations to my benched Pokemons, 2 copies of Super Rod, so I can recycle back energies in my basic Pokemons, 4 V-Seekers, 2 copies of Brigette for the setup, of course, very important to be able to set up turn 1. Giovanni Scheme, very good card, it can add 20 extra damage to your attack. Sometimes those 20 damage can be just crucial, sometimes not, but it's very good card to have. Copy of Hex Maniac, always good to have because it can shut down abilities. 1 Lysandre, just to Lysandre one of your opponent benched Pokemon. In addition to that, I'm running 3 copies of N, so I can just put my opponent and also myself to the remaining prize cards left. So if both of us have, for example, 2 prize cards, I can just play N, and then we need to shuffle our hands back into our deck and draw the number of cards equal to the prize cards remaining. But since I have Octillery in play, I can always get that Abyssal Hand up to 5 cards, so I can always get myself in a much better position. So that's the reason why N is very powerful, but on the other side it's also not that powerful against players who have Octillery in play. Pokémon Ranger, just in case of those Glaceon EXs, auto losses, I guess, 4 copies of Professor Sycamore, this card hand draw, 7 new cards, 1 Silent Lab. I just decided to go with 1 copy of Stadium, and I just decide to build that Silent Lab inside because if I can start with it, it can be good because it can just prevent my opponent from being able to set up. 2 XP Shares, 2 Float Stones for the free retreat, 14 energies in total, 3 of them are double course energies and 11 of them are just water energies. Of course, you can make some tweaks here. Just if you like, for example, you can cut 1 Level Ball, you can add 4th End, you can cut 1 Level Ball, of course, add 2nd Silent Lab, and you can even remove 1 Float Stone in order to add 4 double chorus energies or maybe even special charge. It's up to you. You can have so many different tweaks. It just depends on how much you want to test this deck and go to play with it. So I'm definitely going to play 2 games with it, managed to win both of them, so you should definitely see this deck in action, so see you in the game. Alright, so Oh, nice. Starting first. Let's see the opening hand. I would really like to start with the Brigette. Even this hand is not that bad, I guess. 2 retreat cost, 1 retreat cost. Let's go with the Remoraid in the front. I have Dive Ball, I have Double Course Energy, and I have N. Plenty of resources, that's for sure. Magnemite on the other side. Alright, a Dive Ball will be for 1 Clamperl. Okay, 1 Huntail is prized. Alright, so I can get that Clamperl on the bench. I can attach, I guess, 1 Double Course Energy on it. And play my N. Play my N for 6. I could even go with my Hex Maniac. Somehow I feel it's much important to get, you know, energies as fast as I can in play. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I mean, next turn I can retreat, paying 1 energy, then evolve into my Octillery, Abyssal Hand, and maybe just go with the Hex Maniac, because probably I will not have other option here. On the other side, a Float Stone attached to the Magnemite, and there is 1 Ultra Ball. It might be for Shaman, it might be for Raikou, I don't know. So another Ultra Ball and N discarded on the other side. Okay, it is for Raikou. So just the question is, how many energies my opponent can take on turn 1 down to his Raikou. Not sure if he has a Potter card in his hand. Well, there's a V-Seeker for N. I'm happy with that N, to be honest. Happy to get 6 new cards here, that's for sure. So let's see. Max Elixir, Brigette, XP Share, Double Course Energy. Okay. Not the best, but not the worst, I guess. At least I have Brigette, so I can set up a couple more Pokemons on my bench. He managed to retreat. I just top deck another XP Share, so it's definitely time to use Brigette again. For a couple more basics. I'm happy that I have that Float Stone here. 1 Double Course Energy, 1 Max Elixir, and then I can attach 1 more energy down to my Clamperl. I can attach 1 XP Share, retreat down to my Clamperl, and pretty much pass the turn. Yep, that's it. I have so many energies right now in play. I have 6 energies for 120 right now. I just need Huntail, but I was not able to get one. So that's definitely bad. Another V-Seeker for N. Alright, so luckily 6 new cards for me. I didn't want to attach another XP Share here yet. Want to keep it for later. Okay, nice. Nice hand. Definitely nice hand. In theory, I can knock out his Raikou next turn somehow. I have 2 Huntails. I have Silent Lab to just shut down his Shining Body. And all I need are 2 energy cards here. So there is 1 Ultra Ball for my opponent. 2 Lightning Energy discarded. It might be for Shamaniacs right now. So, okay. I need to strike for 160. Or 180 to knock out his Raikou, or just 160 because I have Silent Lab. So 1 more Lightning Energy attached to the Raikou, my turn. Okay, so I'm going to evolve my Huntails here, and unfortunately, even if I play Silent Lab, that's not gonna work too much. Because I simply don't want to take a risk not being able to retreat my active Huntail. Yep, so I did a good call, I guess. It's gonna be 1 Powerful Storm for 140. Unluckily, short for 20, but still, it's a very powerful attack. It's a very, very powerful attack. Even if he can knock me out next turn, which he probably can, I can always keep that energy, you know, and put it onto my active on my bench at Barboach because I have an XP Share attached on it, so I'm kind of happy with that. Definitely. There's 1 Professor Sycamore. Okay, Sycamore for 7. He discarded Magnezone ×2. Unfortunately, no rare candy here, so that's definitely a huge disadvantage, I should say that. So, no Magnezone, no party, I guess. Still, I have not the best hand, to be honest. I would love to see him. I would love to get that V-Seeker for N. That is for sure. And hopefully I can get somehow that. There is one Level Ball, probably for the Magnetone. Yep, very, very slow evolution chamber here. But okay, at least he managed to get one Magnetone. And there's a Float Stone. And this is going to be Thunderlance for 120. It's going to be enough for the knockout, of course. Which is interesting because right now I can even knock out my opponent with any other Pokemon that is not, for example, Huntail. Let's see. Top deck, Professor Sycamore. Do I want to discard so many energies? Yeah, I guess I can do that. To be honest. One huge Sycamore for 7, then I can just Super Rod all those energies back. Okay, so one more Max Elixir. One more energy to be played. Then I can evolve. And then I can play my Super Rod. I can also play my Float Stone. I can also play my XP Share. Do I need Clamperl? Since I already have one. Well, okay, let's just put it here. One XP Share, gotta go to the... another Clamperl, I guess. Retreat. And yep, I'm short for one energy here, so yeah, I need to attack him with my Huntail, which is not great because if he knocks me out, 60 damage will be reduced from my Pokemon in play. But still, I took first prize here, so I'm kind of happy. It's another Clamperl. That's perfect. That's definitely perfect. Of course, he's going to put his Magnemite here, so... More than that, I'm happy because there's a Silent Lab in play, which means that he can't set up second Magnetone. Skyla, okay, let's see, Skyla for Super Rod, so he can recycle back, I guess, Magnezone ×2, and even maybe that Raikou. This is going to be a little bit longer game, just because, you know, it's a Nani-X deck versus Nani-X deck. The only problem for my opponent is that I can take 2 prize advantage knocking out his Shaymin-X on the bench. And the minus for him right now is that he can't set up. So, however, I do have V-Seeker sitting in my hand, so of course I'm going to play V-Seeker for Lysandre and knock out his Raikou on the bench and grab one more prize card, because Raikou is only a attacker that he actually have at this moment in play. I don't want to focus Shaymin for 2 prize cards. I just want to go with you know, Raikou because it's only a attacker here, and if he can't find another attacker, this is just going to be a huge disadvantage for him. On the other side, I already have so many energies in play that I just pretty much don't care. Even if he can knock out my Huntail, I can just simply get another one. And there's also Pikachu EX, so 2 EXs on his bench are going to be pretty much 4 less prize cards for me. So I just need somehow to get 2 more V-Seekers for 2 more Lysandres. One huge Professor Sycamore, so right now he can for sure find Magnezone, but the question is, can he find enough energy cards to be able to knock out my Huntail? On the other side, you can discard all energy, lightning energy attached to the Pikachu, and this attack will does 50 damage for each energy you discarded in that way. So 1 energy to Pikachu, 1 more energy to the Pikachu. All I really need here is a Huntail. I mean, I'm short if I want to attack with my Earthquake here for 120. So I just want to get my Huntail. Since I have 2 Clamperls, I'm going to be able to attack his Pikachu for the 1-hit knockout, and after that I will just need that Octillery for that Abyssal Hand in case of the N. Alright, 150, 3 energy discarded. I can keep 1 energy down to my Whiscash. Whiscash. Okay. Barboach. So weird name. Oh, nice. Top deck is a Huntail. That's nice. Let's go with 1 Sycamore for 7. I need Octillery. I need Octillery because I feel that N. Okay, no sign of it. I can try 1 Max Elixir. Oh, the top deck was actually very nice top deck. I can attach 2 more energies from my hand, so I can have 2 less cards in my deck in case of the M. And of course, I can retreat down to my Huntail and knock out his Pikachu with my Powerful Storm for 220 damage. So 2 more prize cards for me, 2 prize cards left. And there's another N and Professor Sycamore, so that's perfect. He promoted his Magnezone, but yep, in this case I just need to knock out his Shaymin for the game here. There is just a Trainer's Mail. Let's see what you can find with the Trainer's Mail. Guess not too much, because he simply needs non-EX attacker like a Raikou here. Actually, it took the ages. Oh, Fisherman. Okay, so I'm happy with that because Magnezone will be the Pokemon who's gonna knock me out. It actually took ages to my opponent to set up his bench. So he still can win because he can actually use Thunder Blast and hit for 100, which is gonna be exactly enough for the knockout. On the other side, if I play Sycamore, I'm gonna deck out myself. So I need somehow to get a top deck V-Seeker so I can just Lysandre and knock out his Shaymin on the bench. So Thunder Blast, 100. Again, I can keep 1 energy down to my bench. And of course, I will promote in the active spot 1 of my Whiscash. Top deck is gonna be a Dive Ball for Octillery, of course. And how many? 3. I have 3 V-Seekers left, so I have a pretty good chance, 50% chance to hit 1 remaining V-Seeker here. So let's see if I will be able to hit V-Seeker for a victory here with my Abyssal hand. It is. It's a V-Seeker, it's a Lysandre, and it's a Lysandre on his Shaymin EX, and basically I can just grab the last 2 prize cards and win the game. So that's the problem when you actually play with the EXs. Love EX, love HP EX Pokemons who can be easily knocked out. So that's the reason why I actually get luck here and I won the game. So that's just amazing. Alright, so let's call the heads. There we go. Just like that. Starting first, which is very nice. Would love to get Brigette for that setup. Not gonna happen. Okay, just 1 Clamperl. I hate those hands like this. I mean, pretty much nothing. Just 1 N, Lysandre, 2 Huntails, double Colorless energy. I mean, double Colorless energy is a good, especially if I can attach it turn 1 and turn 2, have Huntail maybe for that second attack for 70, and I can also discard 1 energy from my opponent Pokemon in the active spot, but still it's not that good, I guess. The best start for me is to open with the Brigette, set up 3 Pokemons, get Max Elixir energy, and then turn 2, maybe Sycamore for 7 new cards. That's just perfect, but this hand, it's not even close to that. Alright, so still waiting for my opponent to set up his active Pokemon. And he finally did that. Alright. So, Yveltal. Okay, that's interesting. I can just attach DC, I guess, and roll with my N for 6 new cards. Hopefully 6 new cards are going to be much better, or actually even more worse than the first 6. So I guess I can just pass my turn. Pass and hope to get something as a top deck, Or I can just go with another V Seeker for N, because I simply don't want to discard XP Share and Double Course energy somehow. So, yeah. I mean, if I can get Huntail, at least I can discard one energy attached from his Yveltal in the active spot. And of course, I still need water energy for that. So there's Max Elixir. One energy goes to Tyranitar. Okay, is that Mega Tyranitar? Probably. One energy discard with the Acrobike. That's interesting. One energy to Yveltal and Oblivion Wing for 30. So I even took 3 damage counters back. He attached one more energy on the Tyranitar. My turn, my top deck is a Dive Ball, so I guess I'm gonna be happy with the Dive Ball, that's for sure. I can go instantly for my Huntail, but I just decide not to do that. Well, let's go with one Sycamore for 7, just because he have only 3 cards in his hand. Oh no! Oh no! No energy. That's... okay. At least I have Max Elixir, I guess. But I'm not gonna be able to attack here, which is bad. At least I can Dive Ball for something like Remoraid. Actually, I can get my Barboach, so he can evolve maybe next turn for a couple more energies. Yep, but still I will need energy to attack. Wow, that's just not good. I mean, I could always retreat and then use just Shell Protection. But is it worth to do that? I guess no. Oh, Enhanced Hammer. Well, it ended up that it might be even better if I do that. Second energy, Oblivion Wing for 30 more damage. And it's just my turn. So hopefully... Okay, the top deck is just water energy. Of course I'm gonna attach the water energy and go with my Brigette here for a couple more Banshee Pokemons. Just because, you know, I can strike with a Powerful Storm for 40. And I can hand that energy next turn on my Clamperl, just in case he knocks me out. Then I can Super Rod and Sycamore for 7. So there is one more Max Elixir for another Darkness energy on his Tyranitar. And third energy on an Yveltal, so this is going to be Darkness Blade. If he hit Tails, he can't attack with... Darkness Blade. Actually, he can't attack at all. So that's definitely good, because right now I can get myself maybe even that Crunch, so I can discard energy from his Yveltal. So 2 Crunches, 2 energies discarded. I mean, I really like the Crunch. Also, that new Eradicate from Evolution has the same attack. The same attack named Crunch. Okay, not bad top deck, I guess. So Super Rod, one Whiscash. Yep, Sycamore for 7. Tyranitar is gonna be bad. I mean, he's almost ready to strike for 170. And that looks scary. But what else looks scary here? Definitely my hand, because I don't have Huntail here. Hopefully a Beazle hand will help me. Ugh. Or maybe not. Okay, I guess I can use Shell Protection. I can do that. I mean, at least he can't attack this turn with his Yveltal, which means that he can always retreat and knock me out with Break Ground, but not sure if he wants to do that. Well, there's a Fighting Fury Belt, even worse. Yeah, I can attach one more energy and... another Clamperl. Somehow I'm thinking I should just go with my N before I actually go with a Beazle hand. I don't want to play a Beazle hand for 1. But it looks like at the end I will again play a Beazle hand just for 1. This is going to be 1 Max Elixir. 1 energy to my another Clamperl. I guess I can attach 1 more energy from my hand, unfortunately, and then a Beazle hand for 2 and hope to find finally my Huntail, because I'm not going to be able to attack, and finally there it is. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energies in play. It's going to be 120, and I'm going to be short for 10. Just like that, I can be short for 10, or I can maybe retreat down to my Whiscash, but still he's gonna be knocked out. And okay, Powerful Storm just for 120. Gonna be short for 10. Alright, never mind. Still he can knock me out with the Darkness Blade, then I can just respawn knocking him back with my Huntail. But the problem is that my damage is still gonna be reduced significantly. -2 energies, that's gonna be -40. I mean, it's not the end of the world, I guess, but it is how it is. At least I have Seeker, so I can maybe try to target his Tyranitar for 2 prize cards. Because I feel that Tyranitar is going to be biggest problem in this game. So Tierno for 3. And 1 Trainer's Mail. Alright, let's see what he can get with the Trainer's Mail. Okay, 1 Lysandre. That's interesting. At least right now I know that he has something like a Lysandre in his hand. And there is 4 energy attached already for that Tyranitar. And 110. So my Huntail is knocked out, unfortunately. I don't have extra XP share to preserve at least one of these 2 energies. So they're gonna be knocked out into my discard pile. But at least I have 2 V-Seekers for 2 supporter cards. Alright, Float Stone is here. There is 1 more Dive Ball, and I can attach my second Huntail in play. Then I can go with my V-Seeker and grab myself Lysandre. Of course I want to damage his Tyranitar before he actually managed to damage me back. A Beazle hand for 3. I need another Clamperl, that's for sure. Even Huntail is not that bad. Okay, it's not time yet to play XP share, that is for sure. 1 energy here. Let's go with XP share actually. Powerful Storm for 100. At least next turn he's gonna knock out my Huntail, but then I can just knock him out back with my Huntail. And then he can knock me out with his Yveltal, but still I will have 1 more attacker in play. With 1 more attacker in play, I will have slightly advantage over my opponent. So let's see his next move. Oh, double Course Energy and ooh, that hurts. Dark Pulse for 160. Okay, didn't expect something like that. No, for sure I didn't. Okay, it's time for double Course Energy and maybe even Whiscash for 120. I mean, it's the same. It's just a question. Can I somehow prevent my opponent being able to knock me out next turn? That's the best question right now. Okay, he can take 1 more prize. I definitely need to go for Tyranitar on the bench. There is no doubt about that. Oh, nice. Double Course Energy as a top deck. Let's first go with the Lysandre and then with my Beazle hand. Maybe I can find 1 more energy here. So I can attach 2 of them in 1 turn. Actually, no, but there is 1 Dive Ball. I only have 7 cards left. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. No Pokemon left. Okay, so it's definitely time to retreat. And it's definitely time to attack with my Huntail for Powerful Storm, which is going to be enough for the knockout, and I can finally get 2 prize cards here. Which is going to be V-Seeker and another Max Elixir. Okay, not bad. At least he can right now knock me out with his Darkrai if he wants to do that, and simply... Oh, actually he can't. He can go for 60 right now. Actually 80. He's short for 1 energy, but his hand is too big to not have 1 energy in his hand. So I think that he's gonna be able to knock out my Huntail here for sure. So I just need... Okay, there is dangerous energy. I just need somehow to get that Super Rod so I can recycle. Oh no, there's a Lysandre on my Octillery. What? So he just decided to Lysandre and knock out my Octillery instead of my Huntail. He did me a favor here somehow. Yeah, he definitely did me a favor. Let's just go with the Huntail and Lysandre for his Yveltal on the bench and for 3 energies. Oh nice, Super Rod. There we go. So I need Clamperl, I need Huntail, and I need 1 energy. Okay, so a V-Seeker for that Lysandre, and then I can just simply, you know, Lysandre knock out his Yveltal. It's gonna be a powerful storm for 140. So I still need 1 basic Pokemon. 1 basic Pokemon for me is gonna be, you know, 2 Max Elixir for 2 clearly energy attachments. Or for the next turn, I simply need 1 energy card and 1 Giovanni skin for 180, which is also very, very powerful. So I just can't let my opponent knock out my Huntail. He definitely did a big mistake, Lysandring and knocking out my Octillery. Not sure why he did that, but this definitely is gonna cost him victory here. That is for sure. So he should definitely go for the Huntail because I will have 1 attack or less. I mean, still in that case, I should have my Whiscash with the Earthquake for the knockout. There's a Lysandre. Okay, again on the Whiscash without energies. That's interesting. And still he have Float Stone, so kind of confused here. I mean, he can go for just Dark Hat for 80, and I can have it for a treat on the bench. So it's all about energy card. Can I get energy as a top deck? No energy, but there's a N. Do I want to play N and go down to 3 cards? Well, I can try. Maybe I can hit Max Elixir, Clamperl, and Energy, and 1-hit knockout. Yes, and 1-hit knockout, he is Darkrai. This is just perfect. To be honest, I didn't expect to see something like this, but actually it happened. Max Elixir probably for energy. Yes, I have too many energies left. So right now I can just go for the 1-hit knockout against his Darkrai with my powerful Storm. It's gonna be 180. And I have only 1 more prize left to take. So I managed to get from my prize cards a Brigette and another Clamperl, which means that his Tyranitar can't 1-hit knock out my Huntail even with a double course energy, and this seems like a GG for me. Even if he can play Lysandre down to my Whiscash, again, I can strike twice with 120. So I think this is pretty much it. Yep, he just decides to quit, so definitely close match. He managed to get 4 prize cards, but at the end I grabbed the victory, so I'm kind of happy.